The Central Ontario Standardbred Association, proudly serving Ontario horse people with integrity and accountability. Collaborative, supportive, helping to ensure a vibrant harness racing industry. Lifetime membership is free and there are many benefits. Become a new member today. COSA, representing the interests of horse people racing at Ontario racetracks. To find out more, visit cosaonline.com.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario, for some half-mile harness racing action in about a half hour. But prior to that, a very special edition of a pregame show for this Friday evening as we get set to acknowledge our top performers from 2020 here at the Raceway. Director of Racing, Rob Lumsden, with us on board for this show. And Rob, you know what? Banquet is a very popular thing here in London. The carousel room, always jam-packed. Not the way we normally do the banquet, but this is the best we can do for now, right?
Hey, we've lived, unfortunately, in a year worth of the best in the circumstances, right? Exhibit A, we were welcome this morning. We were able to open up our simulcast for the first time in a year. So obviously not the way we want to do things, but we did want to acknowledge the great achievements of our horse people this year.
Oh, for sure. And a great year for many. And you know what, to have you on board looking after things, you know, being down in the barn area night after night, the protocols followed, right? The protocols, horse people did a fabulous job.
Yeah, they certainly did. You know, I can go ahead and write whatever protocols on paper I want, Sugar, but at the end of the day, they mean nothing if our horse people don't take the lead and really show us how it's done. And boy, did they ever. They were fantastic. They obviously did it all summer when they weren't here. By the time they got back to us in October, they took the lead. They showed us how to do everything, and we're very appreciative of all of their efforts, the efforts of our paddock crew, efforts of our security team and everyone else to show that we can race in Ontario in the current conditions, and look forward to continuing as long as we can.
Right on. Okay, we've dealt with a few cancellations in the last couple of weeks. Very tough to maintain a track throughout North America, really, this time of year. Our guys are doing a fabulous job, though. They're doing what they can.
They're doing what they can. And yeah, Doug and his team, Doug, Alex, Matt, long nights, early mornings, making sure that track is the best it can at all the times. Our paddock team, Leslie, Kim, and the entire team over there, they do a fantastic job making sure everything is to the level that our horse people expect, and making sure that everything is safe and ready to go. So a shout out to the whole team, of course, yourself, the eye in the sky, and Greg Gangle, our TV crew. Greg really runs the show, as both of us know, around here. Our crew, everybody downstairs, everybody upstairs, just thrilled to have everybody on board and continue it going.
I'm very proud to be part of this racing team here at Western Fair District. Our CEO,
Chief Executive
Has a message
Officer.
for all of us, eh?
He does, yeah. We managed to get Reg over here, and he was thrilled for the opportunity, and we're thrilled to share the message that Reg has with our horse people with you right now.
Good evening. There was no room for any half-milers last year. While we may have only run 5/8 of our year, it was full effort from everyone, every day we ran. We came into the year fresh off a new track record handle, which we crushed on our final day of our spring meet. After a 12-week hiatus, horse racing resumed in Ontario in early June under strictly enforced health and safety protocols. This quick adoption of new safety measures allowed racing to continue, albeit with limited or no fans, through to December 23rd, when the whole province entered a second shutdown. When the Raceway resumed operations in October, horse people and track staff worked together to hold each other accountable to a new standard while continuing to race for the good of each other and the industry. The COVID-19 pandemic has been an extremely challenging time for all of us. Too many lives have been lost, and our hearts go out to those that have lost a loved one this year. We would like to thank our first responders, healthcare, and frontline employees who continue to work diligently to keep us healthy and safe. We also wish to sincerely thank our horse people, staff, and partners for showing that we can race in this environment and for embracing the necessary protocols to continue to conduct racing. Finally, thank you to our fans. We know you're watching and we are grateful for your continued support. While we cannot welcome all of you back right away, we are happy to announce that we have a limited on-track audience starting today. Congratulations to all the 2020 award winners. We wish everyone good health and continued success in the 2021 season. Thank you.
Hey, welcome back everyone to this very special edition of a Friday evening pregame show. Now joining us for the show, racing manager Greg Gangle. And as I said to Rob, what a past year it's been, hey, 2020.
Yeah, it's been one for the ages. In more ways than one. We're going to talk about our award winners here momentarily, but just want to attest to what Rob had to say about our dedicated horse people, following the protocols in the paddock and everything like that. Just the compliance from everybody, caretakers, owners, trainers, paddock staff, drivers, everybody involved, an A+ effort from everybody.
I agree. I've had fun when we've been able to race, right?
Yeah.
You know what, the lockdowns were tough, but we came back strong in October, and now we've come back strong again here in February, and hoping to continue this race meet right up until the end of May. So without further ado, I guess we can get into it, hey?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's bring up our first award for this evening. This is the Ruth Herbert Horsewoman of the Year Award. And this is an annual award brought to you by many female participants in the industry. And this year's winner is Jane Ballore. And Jane Ballore recently retired here at the Raceway at the Western Fair, but she has a much deeper career than just that. Her racing career started in the late 60s as a groom. And since then, she's become an owner, a trainer, a powder puff driver, starting car driver, a charter, and much more to her resume. She is a one-of-a-kind ambassador to our sport and a friend to everyone she meets. Some may remember a gutsy little racehorse that was Jane's pride and joy, Ferrari Dancer, who Jane proudly raced and trained here at London for 88 out of 188 lifetime starts. Jane has shown her kindness and dedication to others by volunteering at countless industry events, such as the Waldheim Golf Tournament, Harness the Hope Night, the O'Brien Awards, the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame, and many more. This year, Jane Ballore is being celebrated and congratulated by the past recipients of the Ruth Herbert Horsewoman of the Year Award and the Western Fair Raceway community for her hard work and dedication to others. So congratulations, Jane, and it's very well deserved.
Very well deserved. I kind of miss her up top,
Yep.
She's just a few feet away on the race nights working as a standard bred Canada field rep.
That's right. Yeah, she's deeply missed. Anytime you see Jane, you're always going to walk away with a smile on your face because she's so lovely.
Congratulations, Jane. Well deserved. Our next award on tap, Racing Under Saddle. Their Outstanding Achievement Award. They've dubbed it the Harlequin Racing Under Saddle Award, presented to Massive Muscles, 10-year-old gelding. So going to the equine side here for an award this season for RUS. Been competing in RUS races since 2015. Well known in the racing under saddle community as Clyde. He's owned by Julie Walker and is now currently under a very long-term lease to trainer rider Pam Forgy. This trotter began his career at 2, made over $100,000 in the Ontario Sire Stakes program. From there, he went on to compete in overnight and RUS races until he was sidelined with an injury, then moved on to a career as a roadster. After some time and unfortunate circumstances, he came back to Julie. Throughout the years, Clyde has had 8 different riders compete or qualify with him, along with many more riders who've come out to ride him as their first introduction to racing under saddle. A well-deserved award indeed. Congratulations to all the connections involved with the trotter Massive Muscles.
I like it. Okay, then we're going to switch over now and get to the racehorse component of tonight's awards. 3-year-old trotting filly, a great category to kick things off, and the winner is a J-Port High Class. Trainer driver Greg Dustin is certainly going to appreciate this one's recognition here at the Raceway. Just under $20,000 banked, and pretty good resume, Sugar.
Yeah, for the owners, Ted Melchers, Guy Svierstig, J-Port High Class, nice trotter, honest all day long, always in the hunt when racing here in London, so a well-deserved award there. As far as the boys, for the 3-year-old trotters, Muscles Aplenty now finds himself racing out of Pompano. This one was owned by Joe Shaw, trained by Bill Shaw. Multiple drivers, they all got along with him. Rob Shepard, Todd Moore, Mark St. Louis Jr. Muscles Aplenty, your 3-year-old trotting colt or gelding of the year.
Okay, great stuff. We're going to switch over now to the 3-year-old Pacers, or on the filly side, I guess I should say. So literally Hanover, really no surprise to anybody. Incredible resume here at the Raceway. I believe last year, 7 starts, 6 wins. Yes, there it is, just under $19,000. And regular conditioner Lindsay Kerr co-owns with Ashley Kerr and Sally Charlton. Daryl Thiessen did a phenomenal job driving this filly.
You know what? Daryl did a fine job, and literally this filly fell in love with London. She came in, and they just couldn't beat her.
Yeah, absolutely. Handles the turns really nice, and
We'll see her tonight.
yeah, well, there you go.
She's in to go. 3-year-old pacing colt and gelding, Macaholic, for the owners Dr. Jim Shive, John Philpott, was conditioned by Dr. Trevin Shive. Brett McDonald was on board here in London. I believe the Autumn Series final victory boosted this horse's chances for the award here for 3-year-old pacing colt. Congratulations to the connections of Macaholic.
I like it. We're going to switch next to the claiming trotter of the year and the claiming pacer of the year. And really no surprise to see Debt Collector. He raced primarily in those condition claimers. You know, he was a 5-time winner here at the Raceway. That was good enough to seal the deal here for owner Steve Palermo. Conditioner Steve Boston, he always does a great job here at the Raceway. Mark St. Louis, the regular pilot.
Right on, and here's another one for regular pilot Mark St. Louis Jr., owner Stuart McQueen, trainer Danielle St. Louis, claiming pacer of the year. Okay, man, we had to really dig to break a tiebreaker here. Village Champ, another one that campaigned for Danielle St. Louis. Okay, man, we dug down through his lines. He actually raced for a price one more time to have him as a solo winner of the Claimer Pacer of the Year.
I don't think the connections are going to complain either one,
I don't
right?
think so. I don't think so.
Did a great job overall. We're going to switch next to the aged trotting mare and the aged trotting horse and a gelding. So Power and Grace. You know, she's got a wicked gait on her. I actually love watching that mare race.
She is.
You know, she raced there the other night for owner, conditioner Lorimer McClure. You know, Ron McDonald did some conditioning there as well. Brett McDonald obviously in the bike on more than one occasion. You know, she's just a mare that can do it anyway. She can do it on the front, race from off a helmet. She had a great resume here last year, as you can see, at the Raceway. And, you know, again, just raced a few nights ago, so she's back in the swing of things.
Right on. And how about Scenic Magician, another Greg Dustin connection here. Owned and trained by Jen Pinkerton. She always had this big trotter good to go, just shy of $35,000 earned last season, 3 wins. Greg Dustin was on the majority of the starts. I believe Garrett Rooney picked up a drive and got this one to the winner's circle in late 2020. So another one always in the hunt as far as trotters goes here in our top class event, Scenic Magician. Congratulations.
Okay, so there's the aged trotters. Let's switch over to the aged pacers for fillies and mares and colts and geldings, or mares and colts and geldings, I guess you could say. Casimir Swamp Girl, really no surprise. She dominated the Raceway, especially this time last year. It was, I think she racked up a lot of her wins January, February, March prior to the shutdown. And again, $35,000, and she's back racing currently for conditioner Kyle Bosson. So owner Bill Pendleton, glad to see him get recognized.
He does well at these
He
awards.
sure does. He seems to clean up, and driver Colin Kelly always does a good job. So, you know, congratulations to the connections of Casimir Swamp Girl.
And here's the nice old horse, Okay Man, showing up this time as age pacing horse or gelding of the year, $35,000 earned, 8 wins for a claiming price, and he actually took a preferred 2 towards the end of the season for 9 wins. 9 wins is the highest count for any horse in the winner's circle here in London, so well-deserved through 2020. Okay Man for Stuart McQueen, Danielle St. Louis, Mark St. Louis Jr. was on board.
I like it. Okay, we're going to switch next to our trainer of the year along with our driver of the year. No surprise here with Danielle St. Louis getting the top trainer with 54 wins and earnings over $217,000 here at the Raceway. And Mark St. Louis capturing it once again for the driver.
Right on. Tough to beat that duo here through 2020. And how about our guy, Stuart?
Yep.
McQueen, owner of the year, and he raced quite a few horses that hit the winner's circle. 31 victories for Stu, and now we see Stu as a trainer too, and he's doing all right.
Yeah, he's doing a super job, like you mentioned, the stats here, and I think you sent out a winner there just the other night. So obviously having a lot of success here at the Raceway in 2021. So glad to see them recognized. And last but not least, Sugar, we got one last award.
Yeah, and we're not even going to talk about it. We're going to let a video replay speak for itself.
Into the stretch, and OK Man, he's almost there. Batters Western, Ace 44 Talon, battle for a place. OK Man. Girl-based stallion, son of Western Ideal, out of Ambro Amor.
There you have him. What a season for this old horse. You know, it goes way back to likely more than a year ago when Stuart eyed this horse up from the claiming ranks, and he's done wonders with this horse, really. The whole crew of the St. Louis team, and then Stuart. There he is, Stuart.
Yeah, you know what? I believe this horse had more wins than any other horse in 2020 at the Raceway. Yeah. So only fitting to see OK Man get the job done. You know, week in and week out, he was a grinder in the claiming ranks, and obviously had a lot of success. I mean, look at them stats here at the Raceway. 14 starts, 9 wins, and 1 second place finish. You know, obviously just consistency is the name of the game.
Anytime he was in to go, you had to use him in the claimers for sure. And of course, getting that preferred 3 victory just vaulted him up to overall horse of the year in London. So yeah, you know what? It's not the way we do these awards banquets, but it's the hand we've been dealt this season.
Yeah, and you know what? We take a lot of pride in our awards banquet, as we talked about in the past. You know, 300 plus guests. You know, dinner and a night of dancing and entertainment.
Really
not many racetracks host awards banquets anymore, but it's something that we take great pride in here at the Raceway, and you know, hopefully that we can get back to that at some point.
This time next year, hopefully. I really missed it. I missed going to the O'Briens, and I missed our awards banquet here in London.
Yeah,
it's a highlight for me through the
and it's great to see so many horse people, you know, show up for a night of dinner and dancing where you don't necessarily see them in the paddock, and you know, have good conversations and things like that.
Yeah, you betcha. Greg Gangle, thanks for all you do here. As I mentioned to Rob, I'm very happy to be part of this racing team. We go hard when we can, when we're allowed to race, and we're racing tonight, 6:30. We're about 11 minutes away. Thanking all the sponsors who were involved with us last season for the banquet, and we've used those same sponsors as helping us out tonight. As far as awards, the hardware, Greg?
Yeah, we're going to start getting them made with our friends down the street, and obviously they're going to be presented to people in the paddock, if not mailed out to owners, whatever they prefer. So the Raceway will be in contact, and again, we'll go from there.
Wonderful. That's a wrap on the awards for 2020. Congratulations to everybody. Best of luck racing this evening. We're 11 minutes away from the opener. We've done this live, so I've got to hustle. I'll give you the changes in about 5 minutes. Likely be out of breath for it, but we'll get her done.